So here we're going to find the product. Now, I just want to give you a little illustration here that's kind of easy to see and understand. If I have 2 times 3 times 4, I want you to think very quickly and figure out what 2 times 3 times 4 is. You should have come up with 24. And the way you got that was you said 2 times 3 is 6, and then 6 times 4 was 24. Notice here that you did not say 2 times 3 and 2 times 4. You're just going and working left to right. You're going to do the same thing whenever you have parentheses, such as in number 46. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to multiply x times 2x, and you're going to get 2x squared. When I multiply right there, I think I'm going to write it down here. You're going to get 2x squared. Then you're going to multiply this times 4x plus 1. With this, you will distribute. And what makes this different than this right here is that there is this plus sign. That plus says you've got to distribute. So now when I distribute 2x squared times 4x, I get 8x cubed. 2x squared times 1 is just 2x squared. Identifying, I have a binomial with a degree. The highest exponent there is 3. In number 49, here, number 49, if you remember your PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That's not really my favorite thing to use, but I do want to look at that. Please excuse. My dear go together and Aunt Sally go together because they can swap up left to right. But this right here, powers and exponent, whichever you choose to use with those letters, those have to be used first, or those have to be taken care of first. So I have to take care of this power first. So what I really have, and many students do, is you can write it like this. And then you can multiply b times b minus 3 and get b squared minus 3b when you distribute this, because you have that minus, and then take that answer and multiply it or FOIL it out with this second b minus 3 here. And then when we FOIL that, we have b cubed minus 3b squared negative 3b squared plus 9b. Negative 3b squared plus 9b. And then you're going to combine like terms. You have b cubed, combine these, and that's negative 6b squared plus 9b. That's one method of doing it where you have a trinomial with a degree of 3. So I could write this out like this. The other method of doing this is you can do your square double square. I'm not sure if you remember that, but it's really nice. I'm going to keep the b and then I'm going to square double square. Square the first, b squared. The product here is negative 3b. When you multiply these two, you get negative 3b. Double that, negative 6b. And then always add the square of the last. Negative 3 or 3 squared is 9. So I square, double, square. Square, double, square. Then I would just distribute this b. So I have b cubed, and then I have minus 6b squared, and then I have plus 9b. So if you can remember how to square double square, that truly is the fastest method. Last but not least, this is a sum of cubes that we could factor. But in this case, it's really one of those things that if you want to multiply this out and find the product, you're going to be doing this. 2x plus 5 times 2x plus 5. There's 3 of them. Times 2x plus 5 plus 1. If you're real quick and you see this, you can square double square those two. If you can't, you're just going to have to multiply them out. 4x squared plus 10x. Then 10x plus 25. Now that's that right there. You have to keep it in parenthesis. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and combine like terms. So I have 4x squared plus 20x plus 25 when I combine these two here. And then times 2x plus 5. And then I have that plus 1 out to the side. And I am way out of room. So now I'm going to distribute everything. So I've got to distribute here. So I have 8x cubed plus 20x squared plus 10x plus 40x squared, 20 times 2 is 40, plus 100x. Now distribute the 25. 25 times 2 is plus 50x. And then 25 times 5 is 125. And then don't forget to tag along out here, plus 1. Then I'm going to write this in decreasing power, and I'm just going to do so back up here for my answer. So I have 8x cubed. It stands alone. Combining my squareds, 20x squared plus 40x squared is 60x squared. Combining my x's, 100 plus 50 is 150x. Combining my constants, plus 126. Thinking I didn't make a careless error, that's just the long method of doing things, and sometimes it just takes a long time to work it out. We'll continue on the next video.